Today on Let's Fish TV, me and my son Kane are hitting Lake Murvaul in East Texas, looking for some big crappie, using a long pole, and hopefully Kane will catch a big slab or two. Kane, are you ready for today?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a great day. Let's Fish TV is on the air right now. Got him!
Look at that big fella right there.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Look at that slab of rooski.
There we go. There's one. Oh, that's a good one there. Welcome to Let's Fish TV. I'm your host, Andrew Upshaw. Today is a very special episode. Today I'm joined by my good buddy and best friend and my son, Kane Upshaw. We're at Lake Murvaul in eastern Texas, and let me tell you guys, this is the crappie capital of East Texas, and maybe one you've never heard of before. Be using a long pole and hopefully catching some slabs. We'll also have this week's fishing report from your local region from our insider reporters. In the meantime, I'm gonna get the boat launched, get everything set up, and the next time you see us, we'll be catching a big one. We're headed out today on Lake Murvaul, and if we look at our deep dive app, it's gonna tell us today is gonna have light and variable winds, and hopefully we'll be able to turn that into a lot of bites. The lake's up a little bit higher than it was the last time I was here, and when you look through this app, it gives you all the basics of everything you need to break down any lake that you go to. I don't care if it's Murval, Toledo Bend, Guntersville, and everywhere else in between. So make sure you check that app out. It definitely helps you on new bodies of water. I haven't been here a ton, but I know now water's up. I'm gonna have to use my active target 2 more and more to find those crappie. So let's get out there and see what we can do. There we go. Dang. I mean, he's not long, but golly, he's super, super fat. That's what I look like after I eat too many cheeseburgers. What do you think?
Yeah.
Look at that. That is a good one. You go. Guys, today we are out here on Lake Murvaul. I'm joined by my best buddy in the whole wide world, Mr. Track Star himself, Kane Upshaw. No, but Kane does work super hard with everything he does, and today we're just kind of taking a break, enjoying some time together, and hopefully catching a bunch of big slabs. Lake Murvaul is a really special place. It's loaded with big crappie. It's probably a sleeper lake for most, but I have a feeling we're gonna have a good day today. Just got out here and the fishing's already turning on. Can't wait to see what else holds. Kane, are you gonna catch you one today? What do you think?
I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not?
I already caught a catfish.
Oh, you did catch a catfish, a little baby catfish. Got him?
Yes, I got him.
Heck yeah, good job, buddy. Bring him this way. I hope he, come on. Yeah, I think you got a big one. Big old not catfish. He got catfish.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by the good folks at Skeleton Optics. With Zeiss lenses, the best in the business, handmade in Italy, and the discount code on the screen, you can't beat Skeleton Optics. Now this week we're going to go back to Lake Bodark, but we're going to fish for crappie this time. We're going to start on the western end of the lake in the massive forest of timber that's up there. You will do better if you have a forward-facing sonar unit. You will be able to find the fish much quicker and get right onto the bite by scanning those trees for your crappie holding at about 8 to 12 feet of water. Without forward-facing, go to the roadbed cuts, the channel cuts, anywhere there's an edge in that timber, even the boat lane cuts, and look with your standard sonars around those timber edges for, again, crappie and brush on the bottom, looking at about 8 to 12 feet of water. Drop your minnows, drop your crappie jigs. Now over at Lake Palestine, we're gonna go bass fishing, and we're gonna go up into the mouth of Kickapoo Creek, and we're gonna start the day with topwaters. Yes, it is time to throw buzz baits, throw frogs, throw your poppers, throw your whopper ploppers, throw all of those great topwater bites for the first hour or two and see what happens. When that plays out, transition to your ochos, your spinner baits, and your bladed jigs. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes. Check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Oh, it's a fat one. Oh, he is wild. Here we go.
I got him.
You got him, you think?
Yeah.
Grab him. Grab the line.
The line? Oh.
Yeah, Goober.
I got it.
There we go. Good job.
I did it.
Man, I wasn't sure we were gonna get that one in. You wouldn't grab him. You always grab him by the mouth, just like this. Watch.
Just like a bass.
Just like a bass. You hold it up like this.
Show everybody the
Nope, this way. You don't never show.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's how you show a fish off. Guys, today we are here at Murval backflip, and I've got you 2-0 right now, and I have a feeling you're gonna beat me by the end of the day, but I'm not quite sure. But we're using these big rods. This is a really big pole, 14 foot. Let's see how much taller it is than Cain. It's a good solid 3 times longer than you are, which is pretty incredible, Cooper. And I must say, catching them on this big rod is maybe, it reminds me so much of flipping. It's insane. You catch them in heavy cover. That one had me dug down in the middle of a tree. We're using Active Target 2 today, and it's really, really important to be able to see these fish. And the one thing that I've noticed this morning so far is that the fish are sitting in V trees. They look like this. If it's a single pole tree, the fish aren't in them. But if it makes a V or has a couple trees leaning off of it, that is when they bite. So we're gonna get back to it. There we go. There we go. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Just another solid one. You know, you're having to play with these fish a little bit more right now. Anytime it gets dead calm, and I mean, we're almost like dead slick calm. That's what you gotta do. I mean, you gotta really watch that active target. Pay attention to all the little details that the fish give you. And that fish, he was dancing around it. I gave it one quick shake while I was raising the bait up through the water column, and the fish bit. But whenever you're reaching out and touching these fish, that's what I like to call it at least, you gotta have the right equipment. And you've seen me bow up on some of these fish. When you get really big fish on, this is the type of gear you need. This is the Pro Target Wally Marshall 14-foot rod. This is the one that I use for all of my active target fishing. I'll end up using either the 14 or the 16, depending on the situation that's at hand, and just a small 100 size spinning reel. Some guys opt for maybe a bait casting reel in this situation, but I really like the spinning reel. I think it works better for what I like to do, and I'm just comfortable doing it. When it comes to the right line, you know, this is a 10-pound braid right here, and it's attached to about a 4-foot leader of P-line tactical fluorocarbon. This fluorocarbon is some of the strongest out there, and I trust that whenever I bow up on those fish with this big rod, that I don't have to worry about breaking them off. But when it gets calm like that, going to a little bit smaller leader is the key to getting those fish to react. But I'm gonna get back to it. The fish are really starting to bite now, especially since it's calmed, gotten a lot calmer, and so yeah, let's see what we can do.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Power Pole, total boat control. Balls Out, made in the USA, heavy-duty mounts for your fish finders. Rely on what powers you.
Yeah, you know, this is what Murval has. Murval has a lot of really nice crappie, but you gotta pay attention to where they're at. go. That's another nice one. Golly. Barely had him hooked. Boat flipped that fish in. What do you think about that one? Is that a little bit better than the other ones?
It's a lot bigger.
Oh, a lot bigger, isn't it? Yeah. You know, this is what Murval has. Murval has a lot of really nice crappie, but you got to pay attention to where they're at and what they're doing. Today, we started down by the dam. We were fishing some open water fish, but the wind was blowing a little bit too hard. It was hard to cast, wasn't it? Really hard to cast. So what we did is we shifted up to the timber in the middle of the lake, and we're just using active target to jumping stump to stump to stump and finding active fish. We're not spending a lot of time on one particular place. We just drop it 2 or 3 times and move the next, And it's about having that open mind and continuing to move through the water column to find these fish. And I think that might be one of the most important parts. But the one thing that is missing today, I'm not gonna lie, is the fact that Cain hasn't caught him one yet. He hooked a good one, but we ain't caught one yet. But we're about to change that here in just a minute. I gotta get him hooked up on one and let him see what it's all about with this big pole. What do you think? Okay, let's do it.
Come on, King.
Hey, step back, step back, step back. Don't step out. That's the biggest one of the day.
Hey, don't throw him out over here.
Okay, there we go. I got it.
Hey, Kane, I thought you wanted to get wet on both sides of the boat.
Not a bad fish. Good job, buddy. That was crazy, wasn't it? Not a bad fish at all. Here, you get to throw it back. All right, go chunk it back. It's a fish. Did you just call backflip on that fish? You never know what these kids are gonna say when you get out here fishing, but that's what it's all about. So what was it like catching a fish on a pole 4 times longer than you? It did scare you, didn't it? It's hard to manage, but the only way a kid or anyone is ever gonna learn how to use a rod like this is to get one and go out there and try it out. Guys, I have used these long poles, whether it be an open water fish like this, around timber, and dipping around cypress trees. And to me, there's not a more fun bite when it comes to crappie fishing, because it's almost like flipping. When you load up on that big stick, you never know what's gonna be pulling back on the other end, and you never know how big it's gonna be, but you know the rod can handle it. And as you could tell, that fish was flying back and forth, and it's strong enough to be able to hold a crappie of that size. Good job, dude. Was that worth it? All right, good. Hey, but we're gonna see y'all here in just a second. We're gonna catch a couple more before the end of the day.
What's up, guys? Captain Taylor here, Wave Dancer Charters in Galveston, Texas, with this week's fishing report. Man, we've had some beautiful weather this past week. Allowed a lot of boats to get out. We went fun fishing, did an overnighter, caught lots of different groupers, some rock kinds, some yellowmouth, yellow edge, even some crazy squirrel fish, a bunch of cool stuff, some creoles. A few other boats went out. They had about the same amount of bag. Lots of big beeliners as well. Wahoo fishing wasn't too hot. I only know a few boats that caught 1 or 2, but that was it. But closer inshore, our state water snapper fishing's been doing really well up at the jetties. Puppy drum, sheephead, a few speckled trout, but lots of big sheephead. We had one the other day that went 25 inches. If you go up into the bay though, speckled trout fishing is really, really good if you get out of the boat, wet around a little bit. It catches some slot reds up there as well. Remember, guys, if you don't go fishing down here in Galveston, Texas, give us a call. Thanks.
Real fast, I want to talk to you about sun protection. You know, I had a little skin cancer scare not too long ago, and like most anglers, I didn't take care of business. I didn't take care of my body, didn't put sunscreen on, I didn't wear gloves, and guys, that's how you pay for it in the long run. So one thing that Glacier Glove has done is they've made gloves cool and stylish, and not only that, they make them in really cool colors. And the alligator green is the one that I really like. I just like the color green. It's always been a big part of my brand. And so that is the one that I always turn to. But the cool thing about Glacier Glove is the gloves are insanely comfortable. They have the padded grips on the hand, on the lower part of your hand. And what that allows you to do is be able to grip your rod and reel, even in those slick, wet conditions. But they're also very comfortable. Like I kind of forget that I'm even wearing them about half the time. But I really enjoy wearing my gloves. They definitely protect me from the sun, and that is the most important aspect of it. But they also protect you from all those little cuts and wear and tear on your hand from handling all those fish that you undoubtedly will catch, or at least tell your best friend that you caught. But guys, if you want more information on Glacier Glove, check them out at Glacier Outdoor. Guys, the best ones that are ever made. You heard it here first. You need to go check them out.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lowrance, the ultimate fishing system. Alabama Beaches. You'll get it when you get here. Fish Tips. Connect with the experts to find fish fast.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Whew. Hey, you're getting better at it. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Whew. Hey, you're getting better at it.
Somehow.
We didn't swing it 14 times across the boat. So there you go. That's the only way to get better. Oh, he choked it. There we go. Get good now. Just like that. Hey guys, real fast, I want to talk to you about sun protection. As you can tell, Cain is bundled up. But he's got his life jacket on, but he's wearing a hooded shirt, and we're having to spray him with sunscreen a lot. But I want to talk to you real fast about what I'm wearing. This shirt right here, this is a brand new shirt by Academy and Magellan. It's actually a Jacob Wheeler influence product. And as you can tell, it's like a zipped up style sun shirt, okay? Which I really like. You know, it makes it easier. I can adjust it. But this is the super cool thing. Now watch this. Has a built-in gator into the hood, so now when I'm running down the water, I can have a hooded shirt with the gator to protect my face and be able to fish all day, and then just as easily slide it back out of the way. And man, that is one of the best things that I've ever seen, and I really do like it. One of the other cool features is you got a little pocket here, but something that I've seen that I like maybe more than anything, you see that little white part right there? I mean, it's kind of inconspicuous, but the cool thing about that is it's designed with microfiber, so you can clean your sunglasses super easy without having to use your shirt and damaging your sunglasses. This is actually a microfiber cloth to be able to clean them. And that is one of the cool features of this shirt. Dude, we're smoking them now. Like, they're eating that long pole, and we're gonna keep catching them. You ready to go catch a couple more? All right, let's do it. Hey, this time don't hook me.
Hey, that's not my fault. You told me to back up. And, like, it came out.
You were supposed to fall in, though.
And that's not part of the script.
Oh, that's not the script?
You didn't give me the script.
I didn't give you the script, you're right. right there. Good night. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Keep going, go
I'm not
go.
left-handed.
You're okay. Back up, back up, back up. Let's try this better this time.
I'm not left-handed.
Back up a little bit.
Let me start.
There we go. Just like that.
Now you can move up there.
All right, come on, buddy. Whew.
That's another good one, Kane.
There's another one. Was that awesome or what? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? When we catch them like that. Man, what a pretty fish. See, that's a really good one there. Not a two pounder, 2.5 pounder, but he's probably 1.75 pounds, almost 2 pounds. Guys, what a day it has been. Kane and I have had an absolute blast out here on Murval. Buddy, thank you for coming with me today. Did you have fun? Mm-hmm. Even though you did backflip a crappie. I don't know if I've ever seen someone go backflip just as calmly as you did. It's pretty funny. I never know what you're gonna say. But guys, we had an absolute blast. We're headed back to the boat ramp. We're done for the day. We're gonna walk through gear and talk to y'all about exactly how to catch them at Murval and maybe how you can translate this to your body of water that you fish all the time. Let's head on in, buddy. You ready? Let's go.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lose, Feel the Difference, Strike King, Tie One On, Glacier Outdoor, outdoors since 1982, Deep Dive, Decode Your Lake. Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Today on Lake Murvaul, we used one bait to catch all our fish, and that bait right there was a Mr. Crappie sugar glider. The color we caught him on was Monkey Shine. So it's that monkey milk color with a little bit of chartreuse tail, an 1/8 ounce pink slab slasher head with a number 7 split shot. You know, when it comes to dipping around this heavy cover, you gotta have the right line. We're using 10-pound braided line to an 8-pound P-line tactical fluorocarbon leader. And this is the big crown jewel, the Pro Target rod by Luz and Wally Marshall. It is 14 foot long, 3 sizes larger than you. And let me tell you guys, when you hook one of those big crappie in and around that cover, you can get them out with ease. But you know, the big breadwinner today, no questions asked, was this right here. Not Cain, but our Lowrance Active Target 2. And that was the big key. The water's up here right now, and we weren't able to actually see the trees like we were last year. So we actually had to go in and find the trees with our active target and be able to dip in and around that cover. And that was the biggest important key of this week. Hey, but Kane, did you have fun today?
Yes.
Did you catch the biggest one? I think yours was the biggest.
We didn't weigh it.
We didn't weigh it, but I have a feeling you had the biggest one of the day. Sure am proud of you. I wish I got to take you fishing more and more, but we are always so busy. But guys, until next time, I'll see you on the water.